Is it that way or the other way?
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna switch it. Bye.
Hey, what's up everybody on YouTube? I just wanted to pop in really fast. First of all, I don't do enough lives. You gotta let me know if you like this because I'll do way more. I just love the interaction and the connection. I'm in this conversation right now about agent bifurcation. Here's what I'm seeing. If you're in the US right now and you're a real estate professional, we know there's 1.5 million and change licensed agents. The startling truth is only 57% of them have actually sold a house this year, so 43% have not even closed a deal. The 57% are busy. You know it and I know it. I just did a show, my This Week in Housing show, and I'm talking to agents all over the world, South Africa, in Australia and Sydney, and of course all of the US, Canada, Mexico, etc. And everybody's saying, the market's crazy, it's so nuts, I'm totally running out of time, which brings me back to agent bifurcation. Of the 57% that are actually doing deals, this is what I see. There's two groups, bifurcation, two groups. One group is stuck. They've simply run out of time. They've simply run out of time, and they're complaining that there's no inventory. They've got lots of buyers, but they're stuck. Versus the other group that's scaling. And I know maybe you can't see this as well, and I'll just say it to you. When I say scaling, meaning they recognize the constraints of their growth. They take the time to think about what are all the things that are stopping me from going out and helping as many people as I can to solve the inventory crisis, to help more buyers and sellers, to move the economy forward, to move my own economy forward. So what they're doing is they're scaling their brand. They're scaling trust. They're scaling the number of appointments they go on, listings taken, market share, transactions, GCI. But how are they doing it? They're doing it through two things. Hiring the right people, right? Expanding their business by bringing in an assistant or a transaction coordinator or a full-time videographer or two more sales agents. They're recognizing that at the end of the day, if this is sort of the, metaphorical funnel of your business, and this is all these leads and opportunities coming in, if you sit right here in the middle and everything has to go through you, every file, every transaction, every piece of marketing, is the photo going to be taken this way or that way? If that happens, you are the constraint of growth, which means less dollars coming out the bottom. What are you going to do about it? I'm talking to just too many people that fall into the stuck category versus the scale category. So I want to give you just a couple assignments. You ready? Number one, write down the question, what are the constraints of my growth? What is stopping me from building a brand where I become more recognizable? What's stopping me from calling every person in my database? What's stopping me from shooting more video, doing more direct mail? What is it? Now I know, as I say this, and you'll make up the list, you're gonna basically go back and you're gonna do the same thing I see people do all the time, which is you're gonna say, well, what stops me is resources. Like, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, right? Like, how am I gonna do this? This isn't normal in my market. I'm newer to the business. I'm super experienced in the business. I'm uncomfortable. Tony Robbins said a million years ago, it's resources versus being resourceful, right? So I wanna talk to you about the resourceful side. If you truly want to scale right now, you have to be willing to do the things that most people won't do. You have to be honest about how you're spending your time and how much time you're probably burning every single day doing things that you simply shouldn't be doing. As an example, one of the constraints of growth is the documented number of, it takes 11 hours to close out a file, 11 hours of actual work, working on an escrow, a pending sale to get it to close. The fact that you can outsource that for $350, right, is a no-brainer. If you're on a team, it's just a part of being on a team, right? The fact that agents are still doing this, to me, again, they're in the stuck category. You get busy, you sell a couple houses, you open up a couple pending deals, and now everything stops. You don't make phone calls, you don't do marketing, you don't shoot videos, because you gotta close out these files, because you gotta get paid, and you gotta take care of your clients, and I'm the only one that can do it. Does any of this sound familiar? Do you know what I'm talking about? So again, I'm asking you to decide. Are you gonna take the single greatest real estate economy we've seen, certainly in my 31 years, and firmly plant yourself in the stuck category where you are the bottleneck of all growth in your business? Or are you willing to ask yourself, what are the constraints of my growth? What can I do to build my brand, to get more time, to leverage my resources, to barter if I must to get things done, whether it's a video. Go to the local college in your town, and I know today that might be online, and literally post, looking for a videographer, looking for a photographer that wants to build their portfolio. And you know what? You're gonna find a college kid or two that's like, yeah, look, I just wanna be able to do something, right? You could probably afford to buy them a camera as a gift versus going out and hiring a videographer that may cost $2, $3, $4, $5, $7, $8, $10,000 a month. You gotta be resourceful during these times. Otherwise, you're in the stuck category. All right, 2 things really quick before I'm done. I wanna give you a listing strategy that everyone can do. But first, tonight, 5 o'clock, right? Tonight, Tristan?
5 o'clock.
Central.
Central.
By the way, Tristan, who's holding the camera, just had the greatest branding moment on the planet, which I'll tell you about. But no, maybe I'll share that for Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Tonight at 5 Central, I'm here in Dallas on Clubhouse, myself, the legend, Mark Davison of 1000 Watt Consulting. Legend meaning they are the go-to brand agency, right? He's going to give his insight on branding. Carrie McGee, formerly of Zillow, now my VP of Marketing, is going to talk branding and how you could basically outposition the Zillows, the Trulias, the Realtor.coms, the HomeLights, and all these other companies that are coming into the marketplace. She's going to share those tactics. Jason Pantana, who leads my marketing edge, brilliant. Zachary, right, who's like the TikTok king, right, killing it. All of us for free on Clubhouse talking about what you can do. I hope you join us today at 5 o'clock. Now, this is the thing I want you to consider, going back to stuck versus scale. If you're going to scale, it means you're willing to do the things that average people aren't willing to do. Let me give you an example. Tristan's got my phone, so I can't do it. Normally, I would say, take a look at your phone and literally go to the contacts and look at how many people you have inside your phone. How many contacts do you have in your phone right now? And I bet you're on your phone right now watching this. If you, as soon as this video is over, you went to it and you looked, you're like, wow, I got like 893 people inside my contacts. I got 2,416, right? You probably have this enormous number, 200, 500, 1,000. The highest I've seen so far is 15,000 people. And my response is, I'd like you to just consider, there's not enough inventory right now for the demand of buyers in the marketplace, and you have 819 people inside your phone that you haven't really thought about. You want them to call you. You want them to list their home with you. You want them to respond to an email. You want them to respond to a direct mail postcard. But I want to paint a picture for you. I think right now there are 1 million plus people working right now in the US and Canada, and they're sitting at their dining room table. Sitting at their dining room table, and they are on their laptop, and they just close the laptop after getting off a management meeting where the manager, their boss, said to them, hey, heads up, we've done really good. It's 343 days into the lockdown. We've taken our 25,000 square foot office, we've shrunk it down to 5,000 square feet. You're gonna stay remote. We're all gonna be remote probably for the next couple of years. And in that moment, that guy or gal watched their 3-year-old, 5-year-old, and 7-year-old stomper by and run by because with his spouse or her spouse, they're taking turns doing teaching work, educating their kids in front of a laptop, and now they're taking a break, and you're sitting there working at your dining room table, and your spouse is working out of the closet. And in that moment, you know what they're saying to themselves? We need a bigger house. We need a better place. I can now live anywhere I want. Where do you want to live? And here's the challenge, ready? In that moment, because you're not calling them, they don't call you. Because you're not calling, you know what they do? They go, homes for sale in 4-bedroom, 3-bath in Knox Henderson, and just like that, they're on Zillow, they're on Trulia, they're on Realtor.com, and I'm not dogging those people, I'm just speaking the truth. If you are willing to scale, it means you're willing to do the work, scaling the unscalable, doing the thing that no one else is willing to do, carving out time in your day, 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, to personally call, text, or email, not mass email, one-on-one email, every single person in your phone and say, I just want to check in, and here's the question. How has the last 343 days, the lockdown, the pandemic, COVID-19, changed the way you view your house? How has it changed? And just let people talk, let people open up, let people express themselves. And then having the data to say, hey, look, right here in the Knox Henderson marketplace, outside of Dallas, home price appreciation is up X over the last 2 years. Buyer demand is at Y. Any home that comes on the market is having 5, 6, 7 offers, driving up home prices. And oh, by the way, interest rates are bananas low. You know, have you guys thought about making a move? Have you thought about making a change? Having that conversation, I promise you this, you'll get through about 80, and you're gonna be so busy you won't call the rest and you'll miss the point. I'm challenging you as one of my friends on YouTube or wherever you're seeing this, because right now we're on YouTube Live, I'm challenging you, don't be stuck, scale. That's the answer. You guys with me on this? I can't wait to see your comments and feedback, and let me know if I should do more lives on. It's like, I think my second ever live on YouTube, and the first one, I was holding the phone and I didn't know how to turn the video off, and I just started walking around like this saying, what do I do? So thank you, Tristan, for being behind the phone camera, and thank you for being a subscriber on my channel. I hope you get some value out of this. See you tonight, hopefully Clubhouse, 5 o'clock. Today is Wednesday the 24th, so if you're watching this later, it's already passed. All right, see you guys soon. Take care.